Welcome to the Grace Period, where we get real about attorney mental health and well-being and pull back the veil on the high-stakes world of big law. I'm your host, Emily Logan Steadman. In this demanding profession, it is crucial that we don't lose ourselves in the hustle for billable hours. On the Grace Period, we have honest conversations about finding consistency, minimizing chaos, developing coping strategies, and destigmatizing mental health. It is time to prioritize our shared humanity, to find our Grace Period. Welcome to Season 3 of the Grace Period. The first of 10 episodes will premiere next week, Tuesday, January 14th. Right now, I want to share a little bit about what's to come this season, the third season of my podcast, The Grace Period. The purpose of the Grace Period is to capture some of my written content from over on LinkedIn in a new and different format and for a new audience. Here, I share the advice that was given to me as a big law associate and as I approached and made partner. I share the advice with my own spin and take, with the lessons I've learned along the way. Here, I share the advice law students, associates, and even other attorneys come to me for. From time management to firm politics and lawyer well-being, I hope to pull back the veil on life in big law. Many of us go into big law blind. We're pushed that direction because we do and did well in law school, but the expectations, the realities are often hidden. They're kept secret. And, it just doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. In Season 1 of the Grace Period, I defined big law, talked about the billable hour, and shared techniques that I've used to ride the highs and lows of this job. In Season 2, I focused on lawyer well-being, my passion, my calling. I defined lawyer well-being, talked about why it matters, and shared some tools I use to support my mental health and well-being, empowering you to create your own toolbox. This season, Season 3, will be a potpourri of sorts. Based on listener feedback, I've put together some topics that I hope will continue to shed light on real life in big law, how to build a sustainable career, even in this very demanding profession. I'll share what it means to be on the partner track and how you can choose to do that or not. Then I'll share some of my biggest lessons from my first year as partner. This season premieres as I enter my second year of partnership. I'll talk about what I do on days when I'm less focused, less motivated. I'll share my billing habits and how I manage the billable hour. I'll tell the story of how I came to really adopt and embrace the owner mindset, really embracing that I am a businesswoman. I'll share networking tips, both networking internally at your firm and outside of it. I'll talk about my professional brand, when I got started and why, lessons I've learned, and why I wish I had started so much sooner. I'll share about mentoring, being a good mentor and mentee, and how to drive that relationship. And I'll wrap up the season with a list of things I wish I knew from the outset, my biggest lessons so far. Episode 30, the 10th episode of the season, will look back on the season, answer listener questions, and share what's to come on Season 4. I hope you'll join me on Season 3 of the Grace Period. If there's something you want me to cover, please reach out and let me know. As I tell the partners and clients I work for every day, all feedback welcome. Thank you for joining me on the Grace Period. I look forward to what's to come on Season 3 and hope you do as well. Remember, you don't have to sacrifice your well-being for career success. By prioritizing self-care, setting boundaries, and seeking support, you can survive and even thrive in the law and in big law. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. That is the path to our Grace Period. Disclaimer. This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute professional advice of any kind, including legal advice. No attorney-client relationship is created by listening to this podcast.